Welcome back to Tips and Tricks. I get a lot of comments on the channel that says, hey Van, what tools do you recommend or what tools do you use? And so I'm just going to show you today the few tools that I like personally that I use every day when I carve. And you know, there's going to be a few that I may only use one time, but I really like it. But I'm going to start out with, of course, a knife. Of course, that's the first thing we always grab when we're get ready to do a carving. And this tool here is, it's been around a long time. This was a Ron Wells knife, in which Ron Wells is no longer with us, but Mike Shipley took his company over, and OCC Tools. And so this here has been really a workhorse for me, and I use it. It's a long blade. It's probably about an inch or maybe a little longer, but it was a little thicker, but over the years, I've had this thing over about 25 years or so. But I really use it, and I like it because it does flex a little bit, and it gives me a lot of great cuts in my carving. And then another tool I came across this past fall is by Deep Holler Knives. This is I call it a upsweep or a pelican looking knife. And this is also very flexible knife, very thin. It's good to get in there and do some really neat details and finalizing some of your carvings. And then of course I just have my medium knife here as my little workhorse too. And this is another Ron Wells or Mike Shipley knife. And I like these. This is my own personal opinion, but if you have knives and tools that you like, that you get good results from, stick with it. And then here is another one I like, and they've got two sizes of this, and this is a large soft V and a small soft V, like a 3/16 or something like that, this one here. But this is great for lips, like I mentioned in a video a while back, and just giving soft texturing to clothing, anything like that also too. And then the little tools I use, like the 2 or 3 millimeter, I call these my nose pickers when I'm doing nostrils. And so these create shadows in the nose area. And so these are just a few tools here that I use for that. And then of course my parting tool, I use the biggest V tool I've got when I'm outlining a carving. And the bigger the better, as far as I'm concerned, when you're getting ready to remove a lot of wood. And so remember that these tools here are they come in different variety of sizes. Now these are Stu-By, they're made in Austria. Chris Willock handles these, and they're a good quality tool. I've had these for a lot of years. And of course there is also Ramelson's tools. They're still around. They've changed names over the years, but this is a good V tool here that I've had for years. And so these are just basic few tools. As I said in a video earlier, you know, sometimes less is better. So just, you know, as you're building your tools, start out with a few, and then as you progress in your carving, you'll see that you'll like, well, I'd like to try this for this particular cut or whatever. So I start out with very few tools when I first started carving, and I build up to where I am today. Sometimes it's too many. But anyway, so this is just my idea or my thoughts concerning my tools that I like to use. And again, you don't have to go by this at all. If you find something that you like, stick with it.